1 hour before Adolf Hitler took his own life, he pulled one man aside for a final confession. It wasn't a general or a politician. It was Hans Bauer, his personal pilot. Bauer had flown Hitler for over a decade, but this was the one flight he couldn't make. As Soviet artillery hammered the concrete above the Berlin bunker, Hitler asked Bauer a desperate question. Is there any way out? Hitler was still obsessed with the idea of escaping to the Bavarian Alps, or perhaps even further. Bauer was a loyalist, but he was also a pilot. He didn't sugarcoat the truth. He told Hitler that the skies belonged to the Allies, the runways were craters, and the city was a ring of fire. Any attempt to fly out would be a suicide mission. Hitler didn't scream, he didn't rage, he simply went quiet. He realized the monster of the skies was finally grounded. 2 days later, Bauer was captured by the Soviets. For 10 years, he was tortured and interrogated in Soviet gulags. Stalin was convinced Hitler had escaped and that Bauer had flown him to safety. But Bauer never broke. He had no secret to give. In their final hour together, Hitler handed Bauer a portrait of Frederick the Great and said something that revealed his true state of mind. He didn't blame himself for the ruin of Europe. He turned to Bauer and whispered, "My soldiers have failed me. My generals have failed me. But you, Bauer, you never did." Even at the very end, Hitler viewed the destruction of his country as everyone's fault but his own.